AMSOIL Grand National Cross Country Series presents the biggest race of the year, the Parts Unlimited Unadilla GNCC. This is all presented by Maxxis and AMA National Championship, and there is your national champion, Walker Fowler, who has been dominating this season, has won all but one race in our professional ATV XC1 class. And after some bad luck at this race through the years, he has begun to figure Unadilla out. It's always spectacular to watch over the big sky shot jump on the famous motocross track. So let's go racing today. We'll start it in the woods and then move our way into the high-speed stuff. Chris Borich with your whole shot on the number 3. Haven't seen many of those. Borich up front, got the Maxxis tires hooked up on the Suzuki. Fowler right behind him. Landon Wolf back by GBC. And Canyon Motorsports is right there in third as well. Working around the outside, Josh Merritt. Nice move to take over third. So between Wolf and Merritt, we've got some of the young guns going to challenge the establishment, so to speak. Fowler, 2 championships and counting. And Borich, the all-time king of GNCC racing, has won more of these than any other rider ever and leads this one. But he has not won one of these races since his last championship year. That was 2014. So will be interesting to see if today he can break through. Man, bad start there for the number 5, Bryson Neal. That happens far too often, seeing him in the back. And these guys are not going to wait for him to catch up. They're already trying to get away. Merritt going to learn. And Wesley Wolf now. He's gotten by Landon Wolf and around Merritt for third. Look at this hill climb. Wow, Neal, well, I was about to give him credit here, but now he's gotten stuck. He had made up a lot of spots. He's going to give them back. Look at how quickly that rock tumbles down the hill. This is the proverbial camera does not indicate how steep this climb is. This is like a cliff. And these guys are in big trouble. Going to get the human chains together here. Here we go. Get Neal to the top. Oh, this is just classic Grand National cross country racing. And there are those big boulders underneath the dirt. I know it looks like it would be easy to get going, but that is like riding over bricks or up on a curb, and Bryson Neal can't get it going on the right, and there's even more chaos down on the left. And here comes your XC2 class, row number 2, about to catch these guys. There's the human chain. Oh, it's so frustrating, both emotionally and I've got to think physically. These guys are going to be worn out. That's a lot of pushing and pulling, and that's a lot of energy. And you got 2 hours to try to maintain that. Fowler now to the lead, some hand signals. He's taking it from Borich. I think they're having fun early in this race, racing together. Let's see what Wesley Wolf can do. And Landon Wolf, no relation between those two. The only thing they have in common is that they're young and fast, and we'll see if they can keep the leaders in sight. Here's Adam McGill. Hasn't been getting great starts this year compared to previous years. He's had a few this season, but he's got his work cut out for him because Fowler and Borich are on a train rail up front. And there you see the gap between the Wolves. Wolves? Is that what we're going with? Comes Merritt. That's McGill, 5:21. Downhill we go. It is still Fowler into the lead. See how polished and shiny the dirt has gotten. And you've got those little rocks under the surface. So it's tricky here at Unadilla. But the biggest X factor will be lap traffic later on. Rider-wise, this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest races of the year, and it's the shortest track of the year. They don't quite have as much acreage of woods at Unadilla as we do at some of our other events. So the track about a mile shorter than usual, the field a little bit bigger than usual. That means lap traffic will be a big, big X factor later in this race. Fowler putting the hammer down. Wow, sliding into that corner. Doesn't even get off the gas. Wolf and Wolf. And there's McGill trying to catch him. Stay with us.
When it comes to guarding your diesel engine, AMSOIL offers the next level performance you demand. AMSOIL Signature Series diesel oils provide 6 times more wear protection than required by a leading diesel engine manufacturer. Give your hard-working truck the protection it deserves. AMSOIL, devoted to protection. See the whole line of diesel products at amsoil.com/diesel.
As riders and racers, we understand the need to get quality parts, apparel, and accessories fast. We have the horsepower of multiple warehouses to make sure your gear, OEM parts, or accessories make it to your door quickly. Check out our easy-to-use website and experience customer service that takes the whole shot. RockyMountainATVMC.com. Get ready.
Here he is, Walker Fowler, Grand National Cross Country XC1 Pro Class Champion.
GNCC is Bald Eagles, 50 cal, cowboy boots, diesel trucks, Copenhagen, Bush Light kind of men.
Evans waterless coolant is the solution to boiling over, so you can push your vehicle like this, and this, and this, without fearing the temperature gauge. Evans waterless coolant, defeat the heat.
Hey guys, I'm Tim Geiser, riding for Honda Garibaldi Racing Team, and we are using Evans cooling, and I know that when I use that products, I know that my bike never will overheat, so I'm really happy with it.
The GNCC Series is brought to you by AMSOIL. Protect your weekend. Rocky Mountain ATV MC, get ready. And by Maxxis Tires. Keeps you riding to your maximum potential.
This is the famous Unadilla. Walker Fowler starting to pull away. Now Fowler, if it all goes right, there's the big sky shot. Listen to the fans. And those people know to cheer for the guy through there, because we have seen through the years him throwing one-handers, whips, look-backs to the crowd. Gotta look really far back because the lead is gigantic right now. Here's second place Boric. Not jumping it. So Fowler has become a favored son here in upstate New York, and it could be an even better day for him and for his fans, because if it all goes well, if he wins the race, he could wrap up his third straight AMSOIL Grand National Cross Country Championship today. And he's doing what he needs to do to get that done. Now there's some good dirt on the outside of that corner. He found it, roosted it up. Let's see how Boric attacks. Jared McClure, the sneaky snake, doing it again, quietly moving up to third ahead of Wesley Wolf. I think that'd be McGill coming through. No, that's Landon Wolf and then McGill. So a great mix today of the young guys working forward. Still haven't seen one of those riders break through for their first win yet, but they always learn every week. I feel like I talk about it in every single show. 1 or 2 or 3 of those young guys gets a start and tries to learn. They just try to hang with this lead group as long as possible. But it's hard to really measure the effort levels. That's one of the main things that they learn from these veteran riders. Well, they will go pretty fast at the beginning, but you never know what they've got up their sleeve in the final laps. And I think that's the last lesson that the Wolf boys, Josh Merritt, some of these other guys, Bryce and Neal, have got to figure out. They're there, but they've got to be there all the way to the last lap to see what the pace is like when that white flag is out, because the intensity always ratchets up. Here's that big steep hill climb. FMF power point, no problem for Fowler. McClure in third. I think closing in a bit on Boric. Man, that section is fun to watch. Fowler back on more stable ground, continuing to pull away. McClure, told you he was catching Boric. He's got him now. Let's see if the kids can stay with them. Wesley Wolf coming through. There's McGill and then Landon Wolf. So McGill not exactly chewing up the traffic like you would expect. And Fowler had a lap rider in front of him. He could not bust out that big double. He's probably okay with that, but the fans waited a half hour for him to come back through. Fowler working its way toward the finish line area. Let's see if it's going to be one lap to go or two. Not even a two-lap board, so plenty of time left. And again, he could clinch the title today. He's won all but one race this year, and the one race he didn't win, he finished second. It has been amazing. Battle is on right now. McClure and Boric. And they both make the big leap. Awesome to see that. Oh! Hang on to that thing, Jared. So a good battle there, fighting for second and third and trying to keep everyone else away from them. Now you see the lap traffic, and it's going to get bad for Fowler. And that fight for second continues. Stay with us.
Are you looking for a dirt bike piston that can increase power and decrease blow-by? Then check out Wiseco's all-new Racer Elite piston line. Racer Elite has been used exclusively by the pros, including RCH, Yoshimura, Suzuki Factory Racing, and are now accessible to the public. Available for popular 250 and 450cc dirt bikes, the Racer Elite series is the first off-the-shelf asymmetrical power sports piston ever made. Its fully machined billet aluminum construction features an exclusive custom lap top ring. Step up with dyno-proven power gains with Wiseco's Racer Elite piston line. Are you looking for a dirt bike piston that can increase power and decrease blow-by? Then check out Wiseco's all-new Racer Elite piston line. Racer Elite has been used exclusively by the pros, including RCH, Yoshimura, Suzuki Factory Racing, and are now accessible to the public. Available for popular 250 and 450cc dirt bikes, the Racer Elite series is the first off-the-shelf asymmetrical power sports piston ever made. Its fully machined billet aluminum construction features an exclusive custom lap top ring. Step up with dyno-proven power gains with Wiseco's Racer Elite piston line.
We handle your races, your jumps, and your trails. Isn't it time you give your daily driver the same love? AMSOIL's Signature Series Synthetic Motor Oil delivers 75% more engine protection against horsepower loss and wear than required by a leading industry standard. AMSOIL also offers a full family of ATV, UTV lubricants, giving you above and beyond fortification for your weekday and weekend vehicles. AMSOIL, devoted to protection.
Even when you're the best, you never stop striving to be better. The all-new from the ground up 2018 Yamaha YZ450F is now available at LoJack Cycle Sales. With over 40 years of experience in motorcycle sales and service and 15 national championships, we know racing. So stop by LoJack Cycle Sales today in Tarentum, Pennsylvania, and visit our online inventory at www.lojacks.com. Yamaha YZs. It's why we ride.
Over the river and through the woods, the newest Polaris models are here for the holidays. Take home great deals on the world's best-selling side-by-sides and ATVs during the Polaris Holiday Sales Event.
The GNCC Series is brought to you by AMSOIL. Protect your weekend. Rocky Mountain ATV MC, get ready. And by Maxxis Tires. Keeps you riding to your maximum potential.
Walker Fowler got to deal with the FMF PowerPoint and traffic. Uh-oh! This is awesome! Nope. He gave it everything he had, but here comes the human chain to the rescue. That was a little lesson for your kids out there, though, as he was shooting side by side to try to keep any momentum going. And now the mud fleets have come out. That's the fans, and they're getting involved. They're pulling, they're hugging and tugging. But, man, that one rider that got in his way and slowed him up could make all the difference. This giant lead he has could be gone in a second, and the fans are trying, and they cannot get him to the top. More fans coming out. And they got it done. It'll be interesting to see if the lead has evaporated now. It's got to have cut into it at least significantly. But I still don't see anyone back there. And now Walker really putting the hammer down. Getting some cheers. Because he knows how much gap he lost. Jared McClure is all alone now in second to try to run Fowler down. Let's see if he can get it done. Not sure what happened to Boric. Wesley Wolf in third. And now we do have an update. Boric, broken rear shock. Actually, the back of the bike had collapsed. That's not a shock. That would either be a spring or maybe a linkage or where the shock connects. And it apparently happened on the landing of that big sky shot jump. Bryson Neal up to fourth. How did he do that? Remember, Neal was not only last off the start, but then got stuck on the hill in the first lap. He's gotten around McGill. So a good charge here for Bryson Neal. Get Jared McClure, the JMR ATVRiders.com Honda, trying to chase down Fowler, but running out of time. Fowler with it in control, and this will be the final lap. We got him in under 2 hours. There's McClure. Woo! Is track rough or what late in the day? So here's Fowler, little thumbs up, and he is looking at a third straight GNCC XC1 ATV Championship if he can just keep that thing running for the final mile and a half. McClure, the sneaky snake, another good run. Quiet at the beginning, as always. Strong at the end, and that should put him up on the podium. But here it is, folks. Some history made, checkered flag out. Fowler's near-perfect season continues, and he is once again your AMSOIL Grand National Cross Country Champion. And he's pumped up. The machine got him to the finish. And as we've seen so many times before, that's nothing you can take for granted in this type of racing. Here are your Rocky Mountain ATV MC results on the Parts Unlimited Unadilla GNCC. Bryson Neal, what a comeback. Wrestles it away from Wesley Wolf. Here's Fowler.
Walker Fowler, man, back-to-back GNCC champ.
Yeah, man, it feels awesome. For a while there, I thought I was actually in second, and I figured it out in my head the way the points were going to work. I was like, man, I don't think it's enough, and turns out I was ahead the whole time. But I didn't make it up the hill, and I was stuck there forever. Thank goodness that I know Jeff Hart, Hunter Hart's father, and a bunch of other people were all there to help. I'm just so grateful for that because I got to a point of no return. I wasn't going back down, and I wasn't going up by myself. So I thought I had lost a lot of time, but evidently Jared said that he had an issue as well, and that kept us in the lead. And I kind of rode a little harder than I probably would have had I known I was out front, but You know, it actually feels better. The first 2 championships, I didn't win the day that I won the championship, and I didn't have a good ride. And today, minus 1 hill mistake, I feel good. I feel awesome about it, and just it's awesome to win on the day we win the championship. And man, three championships, and I got 6 more to go.
Oh, 6 to go, aiming for the 9X. Bill Balance and the record in this series. To give you your race recap by Rocky Mountain ATV MC, also Amsoil. Chris Borich, always good to see him getting good starts and running competitively. See Wolf there, the number 7. Merritt moved to the inside in 4th. Wesley Wolf on that Suzuki pushing him around. But really it would come down to Borich and Fowler battling early in this one. Now here's that big hill climb. First time around, these 2 veterans and champions showing you how it's done. They're leading. You got Merritt there in 3rd. Little mistake. Wesley Wolf squeezes by, and then chaos begins. Watch this FMF PowerPoint. It gets crazy. That's Bryson Neal in the white and black. He would get stuck. He had worked his way up from last. Would come all the way back for a podium. There is Fowler airing out the sky shot, and then he would have problems on the FMF PowerPoint hill later in the race. Huh, did I just hear a fan say leave him there? They wanted to keep the race interesting. The human chain gets together. This is almost a vertical wall, this hill. The camera doesn't really do it justice. Plus, those boulders, very, very hard to get going. And Fowler probably thought his race was lost right here, but as it would turn out, 2nd place Jared McClure had trouble as well. And the fans get him going, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is what GNCC racing is all about. And with it, Fowler is able to recover, get the win, and the title. Barry Hawk, Bill Balance, Chris Borich, legends in the ATV field. Fowler is looking to add himself to the pantheons of great. There's Tim Cotter of Racer Productions to hand him that number 1 plate. And heck, the championship, that's one thing. I'm wondering if anyone can beat him in a single race for the rest of this year. Stay tuned all season to find out.